Okay, everybody. So it's been a few minutes. I want to let you know what's going on. As you can see, our companion plants and cover crop blend is coming in really nice. And the beds are staying nice and properly hydrated. I'm still coming in once a day with the hose and hosing them down that way. I do have a carbon filter attached to the hose on both ends that eliminates the chlorine and chloramine. And so that's a nice way to go about it. On the next video, I'll talk to you more specifically about the how I'm going to do the drip system this time and what one small change for data's sake. But I'll leave that for the next video. So anyway, both of the HLGs are in and working, and they're both wired to the MLC8 at 220. So finally got the HLCs working. I've got them just cranked up all the way, and also got some babies going here. So let me show you what we got going on. Instead of sourcing my clones and stuff. Oh, and by the way, handy little humidity and temperature gauge. Really handy. So I've been trying to get the atmosphere right in here. I want it between 60 and 65% humidity and between 82 and 85. I know I'm running temps a little higher, but I'm not concerned necessarily with atmospheric, but leaf surface temperature. And so one of the issues that I dealt with running the ProGrowTechs and other folks who've been running LEDs talk about that low leaf surface temperature, and that you really want to run the rooms a little higher. And that's we're gonna do that this time. And so I'm feeling really good. I've got no supplemental air conditioning happening in this room whatsoever, and it's pegging out. And we've been hot. It's been upper 90s outside, and so the room has been pegging out between 81 and 84. And the humidity levels between 60 and 70, depending obviously on when water is being introduced in here and whatnot. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Got a lot of air movement. I got the fans turned off for the sake of the video. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So what I've got going on here, I'll take this raggedy old dome off. 4 different cultivars here. I'm doing the Munson from Dominion. And then what is this? This is the Platinum Tesla times Teleforce from Genome. Cinex Kush from Kenny at Eagle Trees Farms in Washington here. And then Sunday Supreme from, Sunday Supreme from Square One Genetics. And so it looks like Sunday Supreme, almost all of them have popped. We've got some popping up in all of them, so I'm feeling really, really good about this. It's going to be a fun pheno hunt. Probably just going to sex it the old-fashioned way. And, I've got the light going 24 hours now. And so what I'll probably do is I will, when they get big enough, I'll transplant them into solo cups, leave them in here, let them get a little big, 6 inches, 8 inches, and then I will drop the light from 24 on to 18 and 6. And what I'm hoping, and what I've found in the past, is that little drop from 24 to 18 and 6 registers as a drop in light, and it causes pre-flowers to emerge. So we might be able to trigger pre-flowering from going 24 continuous to 18 and 6 because of the light reduction, and not have to completely stress the plants out into a forced flower situation and then re-veg. Sometimes plants just don't like that. I do like to kind of think of that as a crucible of sorts that kind of weeds out genetics that can't handle a little stress. So I'm not Not too concerned about that, but I want to check the pre-sexing out when when we go from 24 to 18 and 6. So that's what's happening here. Just kind of watching these seedlings and getting them going. I'll probably be putting up a Gavita on the other end. And then I'm just going to be bringing cold air in from outside once the weather gets cooler, and I'll probably add that other Gavita just so I can make sure to keep our temps down. What else? Oh, and I've heard there's been some chat about my talk of never re-amending the beds again. I realize that that's kind of vague, and that leaves things open for a lot of interpretation. And I'll try to do my best to explain along the way. I know I've got a podcast that I'm going to be doing with somebody here in the next 30 days. And I think that's going to be the focus of our discussion. And I just kind of want to double down on what I talked about last time. And what I'll be adding to the soil is compost. Whether it's vermicompost or a biologically complete, properly done compost. And now a proper compost doesn't have shouldn't have a whole lot of NPK and nutrient value. It should be organic matter and biology. And so that's what's going to be applied to the beds periodically. And I will be applying biology in between cycles. Via a compost extract. And then I'll probably do some brewed compost teas for foliars once at the, maybe at the beginning of flower, and once at the, early on in veg. So sorry if I sound a little discombobulated, but all will be clear as I move through this new this new program where I'm actually focusing more on capturing biology and reapplying the biology, which is a little different from my previous cycles where I really just did nothing and let the biology be there. But now I've got the microscopy skills and chops down, and it's good to just see what we got and see what we're working with. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to get my video editing skills up so I can include the microscopy work in my videos so you can see what I'm talking about. So bear with me while I get kind of this new format figured out. But here's where we are. New babies on the way. I am going to be going back and picking up some Trilotto beans. So for any of you that followed my Instagram and seen the Trilotto last year, absolutely amazing. The breeder who's been working on that has actually refined it and made it better, which I can't believe. It was the apex to me. So anyway, I'm blathering on, and this is where we're at. Next video, we'll be talking about the blue mat system and how things are going to be a little different in regard to that. The setup's going to be exactly the same. It's going to be the water delivery that's going to be a little different. So we'll touch base on all that next time around. But here's where we are. And looking forward to growing some cannabis, man. All right, later.